fallen from heaven. O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? On their knees crawling, the beast awakened, the teaching of Satan, the meeting of pagans, speaking Phoenician and Canaan. The secret of sayings, he sits in his seat as the priest of the ages, amongst his holy men. 2 Thessalonians, heavens was his podium. Was he Elijah, also known as the Messiah? From his throne he required to talk about the stones of fire, the king of Tyre, who fell because his own desire. From the kingdom, a winged empire, for the things he admired. The Babylonian, the golden calf holding gems, with the staff of an aspen, the men old as him. They would stay high off hemp and opium, and when day rise, God's strength was taken from them. The king of Tyre, the king of Tyre. Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyre, and say unto him, thus saith the Lord God, thou sealest up the sum, and full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty, the serpent amongst the two trees. And afterwards Adam knew Eve, that she conceived one of your seed, then the bronze serpent with two thieves. In between, could you break down these mysteries? Elohim's hidden keys to the bottomless pit, only seen in dreams. These are things that archaeologists miss. They only acknowledged the bricks, couldn't follow the scripts. Was it different writers? Ezekiel 28 verse 2, the prince of Tyre. One river flowed out of Eden till four was divided. Was it the Nile, Jordan, Euphrates, and Tigris? With one language, one reigning, nations united. Men of old, renowned, races of giants. The king of Tyre came down to make an alliance. With his firestone breastplate, had the body of a bull and the head of a snake. Each seven was red and great. The third world war took shape. Gave power to the beast, devoured peace, swallowed the sheep. Made followers teach and spread hate. Checkmate, death rate, escalate. Son of perdition, met his fate. Heaven's gate, truth to tell. Daniel and Zerubbabel. The prophecies scattered Judah and Israel. King of Tyre, the king of Tyre, king of Tyre. Luminary, consuming cherries, mushrooms and berries. Beneath the endless skies in Gemini in June, I'm in tune with fairies. Lit pituitary.
Very interesting face.
I see tombs in Timeri. Civilized, they had sewers ready.
And again, I knew it would be.
Saw him lift the bricks, huge and heavy. During the same time, Sumer had levees. They fertilized with cow manure. The water fluid was steady. Now the scrolls are buried. Palms that are old and sweaty. Took the cloth off the bottle and dashed rosemary. Then anointed his own skull and faced the north of Gobekli Tepe. Turkey, Xerxes, Persian and the Medes. My words to MCs. You look for herb, you speak to a bush with burning leaves. Remove your shoes, fall on your knees. This is not heavy mental. This the master of the mysterious, the mind moving the macabre. Manipulate Mercury perfectly. My dark matter is horror. The golden guru of Google, the Yahweh of Yahoo and YouTube. Arm, leg, arm, horns, and crown of thorns head. Spawn, the dawn of the dead. All the natives are blue and the sky was red. And at night the tribes glowed like stars, and all the planets look like feathers on heads. Little waters talking from the medicine bed. Ate unleavened bread, buns from the son of heaven. Fed crumbs from off the floor. Greeks with no teeth, just gums. Lick with their tongue, sit at the master's feet. Were bums, beggars, their legs were too weak and numb. Their gestures pointed to the deceased and young. Who else you know can rhyme like this? Who else you know can take your mind through a time you felt exist? Quiet your brain, let me help you with it. It's getting hot, check the Celsius. Hell melting every cell in yourself. You burn, turn your shell into a crisp. Your spirit leaves your physics like a mist to the outer limits, and the alchemist study your algorithms. Every sentence in my album's written, attempting to give you power building. Maybe turn you into flower children. The lotus, they notice when the alpha's risen. My ascension go through cloud dimensions. The mouse is fast, but the owl's sitting. His talons hitting for gripping. He's silent in blizzards. He flew down, touched the ground as a wizard. As he walked, he morphed into priest. When he walked the portals like the immortal light. Meditating, shutting doors. The more I write, all the crystals in my house come together to form organite. The windows open up by themselves. Curtain blows, menorahs light. I hold on to the string theory. I pause, looking up at my higher self like I saw a kite. Divinity around me like a king, surrounded by all his knights.
Amazing.
Proto-origin of blackness. The sun's like oranges and patches. I pick 'em, put 'em in baskets. Tree of life. His eyes is red, his teeth is white.
Very interesting face.
Woolly head, his feet ignites. Features of Christ.
And again, I knew it would be.
Unleashing the dead with me on the mic. Monumental Congo temples, confidential cosmos ceremonial science. Serious supermind, manufacture of manuscripts, mutating while rhyming. LL Leon, devil spawn, hellish forms of angelic zealots, the rebellious warn. The selfish from dorms where relics are torn. I'm meditating with the natives in the sweat box. Water drops from the wet rocks. Our minds are free as it gets hot. Now I play chess a lot, study the Ma'at and the Sephiroth. I leave Ox, Megabot, Ziggurat, Spirit Watch, but which is not. I miss the spark in the mystic spot. I'm from the hominid that's dominant, a king's continent, streams of consciousness. Look around, there's crowns on a winged monument. The smoke rings are opening. See my providence of promises, the source of confidence. Gods and goddesses bask in the ambience. Most High should die if I should die before I wake and feel the evil embrace of the eagle's lethal claws fit in my paws and face. I pause as I'm left and taken away back to his cosmic nest. I'm losing consciousness. My spirit disconnects as it devours my flesh. It's called the coffin's caress. The Heru hug. You are now with us above, amongst the angels of love. There's Abel, there's Endel, there's Gabriel. That's the Hootie, that's the Hawker, that's the Muzi, and I'm the father. Golgotha. Now it's just a riverbank with seagulls and otters and fish that swimming through the skulls of heroes and martyrs. And right above is just a ground zero for joggers. In the days are old, they said they created souls from the wheel and the potter. The Kabbalah scroll said it's the wheel of the macabre. From the pineal is the zeal, is the seal of the Nagas. They said a strand of web is stronger still as rain distill on the flowers. More ground to till as you heal from the copper. I showed you my views while standing on the hill of Masada. Been Israel since a toddler. Ladies and gentlemen, we build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast.
Yeah, check 1 2. What's good? Welcome back, yo. Killah Priest Podcraft in effect right now. What's going on? Man, I am AD Ross, your temporary fill-in host for none other than Killah Priest, holding it down right now for you. What's good? What's going on? He may be joining us soon, right here on the Zoom. So, if you gotta leave, you can check back soon. It's gonna be a cool show. Priest has a lot of things going on right now. If y'all don't already know, he's actually handling something big right now, planning something big right now. So it's gonna be real cool, man. What's going on with y'all? I see the chat. Chat's where it's at. What's good? What's good? Hold on a quick second. I gotta fix this background real quick. See, the daylight always messes up my... Right, there we go. Alright, what's happening with y'all? Now, I need to set up a new screen to get me on that screen with the chat. I took the chat out in some spots. What's new with y'all? We got Jody in the building. Y'all already know. It's going to be a cool show. We're going to be doing some random topics today. We're going to be talking to the chat today. We're going to be expanding on some things. I want to be showing you guys what's happening with the Killah Priest Podcraft website, the Killah Priest website, and giving y'all just some basic updates and stuff like that. Boom. Check this out. Man. New chat screen. I got to make some... I'm always making adjustments, man. It's never perfect. You know how it goes. Okay. Demetrius in the building. Ready to start some trouble. Let's go. He already with it. AZ Universe in the house. Solar Facts. SLS Smith. Savage Soul says, what up? Intense Beats. Yo, we gotta hear your beats, Intense. What's good? Peace from NC910. Yeah. So, like I said, Priest is handling some things, and he may be joining us soon in the Zoom. So I got that on standby right here. Matter of fact, let me click a few buttons and stuff. It's interesting being the engineer and host at the same time. It's a challenge. I'm used to multitasking as an engineer in general, but to host and engineer at the same time, it's something interesting. It's like Jamie from the Joe Rogan show also being the host, you know what I mean? He's kind of behind the scenes. He don't talk much, but I'm more involved because why not? So yeah, so that's what's up right there. Rooted Life Media says, let's go. So Demetrius says, peace from Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay. Did I say that right? Raleigh. Christine Durr. Did I say that right? Christine Eater. Or is it Etter? So yeah, Demetrius is representing his 910. What's good? What's good? Yeah. So we going with the flow. You already know. It's gonna be cool. Let's see. So I've got a headline that we're gonna get to later. I think for now I should jump right into the obvious stuff. And if you already heard all this, just bear with me. We're gonna be talking right into. Okay, hold on. New adjustments. Make some room. Here we go. Okay, you know what I could do? Yeah. Okay. A lot of things in the works, yo. So we're gonna go to. How many of y'all have already been to the Killah Priest website? Not just kppodcraft.com, but killahpriest.tv. There was a killahpriest.com, but that's a whole other story. So we got killahpriest.tv. Especially because Priest is more on YouTube. It's basically like the new MTV. How many of y'all remember MTV? Back when they used to show music videos. Boom, let's go. We got the front blog here. It's going to be updated every now and then. Every time we got some new stories and things like that. Discography. We've got a lot of the majority of all the releases that Priest has posted. And the YouTube stuff's going to be up there too. Like what he just did with Swift as Light and all that. We're going to have that in the discography also. Okay. Go right into the merch. Click on merch, Killah Priest shop. These are all getting updated all the time. You still got the available t-shirts and hoodies available right there. So get them while they're still rocking. Go back. Podcraft merch. Obviously, if you want to get some Podcraft merch, all products right there. Standard t-shirts. You got the polo. You got the hat. You got the mugs. The mugs go fast. Everyone loves these mugs. Summertime's coming up. Good time for a tank top. But this is the classic logo. We're also going to be having some new merch up there with the newly updated logo. It's kind of more of a 3D effect. So that's coming up soon. That is the Killah Priest Podcraft merch. CDs and vinyl. Takes you straight to Amazon. But this way you can get a quick view of what you can get right there on Amazon. What's still available. The Exorcist. And so forth. The Elizabeth album. You want to get these now because they're not unlimited. They will sell out. And especially things like this with the heavy mental color, Lila Marble. These are all featured like exclusives. So once they sell out and they become collector's items. Y'all already know. Same with DVDs. Okay. Standard stuff. Okay, we got the blog, and then we've got live Podcraft on the top. So once you click on that, you are officially in the kppodcraft.com website. I made a few adjustments to this. Let me see something real quick. Probably get myself on screen. Yeah. Always with the lighting issues. Here we go. So, okay, boom. So this is the KP Podcraft site. You've got the trailer right there on the front. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, be sure to check that out. I could probably play it later too also. But this is also an example of the new logo. You see how the new logo is kind of more shiny. It's got kind of a chrome look. And then this is the show that's happening live right there. One of the segments that we have on the show, if you don't already know, is a song promotion segment. And right there on the front page, the big red button, get your music played. So this is if you're an artist, if you're a DJ, if you're a producer, if you got beats, you can get your track played right here on the show. It's a segment that we do at the end of the show. So this is where people would sign up. And you got all the details about what you get, live broadcast exposure, it's the audio feature or a music video feature, on-screen reaction, creator exposure, what it gets you, industry, audience, accents. You never know who's watching the show, and it's definitely expanding, as you already know. Here's how it works. You submit your track, choose the placement, and then your music goes live. So you can still submit today, right now, for this show, if you want to have a song played in the song promotion segment, either an audio track or a music video. Here's submission guidelines. No mixtape stuff, no tracks of you rapping on a Tupac beat or something like that. Obviously nothing too crazy. Okay, make sure it's high quality. Here's where you choose your placement. So audio placements, you can choose to submit like a minute and a half. You can do your whole song. It's like up to 4.5 minutes. Or a mid-show featured audio placement. This is a new feature that we have here, is so that you can submit your track to be played in the middle of the show. And this goes great whenever we have like a big guest and stuff like that. Same thing with the music video placements. A minute and a half of your video, or your full music video, or a mid-show music video. So again, you would have your music video played in the middle of the show. Usually it's around 7:45 or so. And then the other new one that we got is the post-show video play. So this is where we play your music video before the credits roll at the very end of the show. And this all helps with your exposure. Obviously, there's a lot of benefits to all of that. Included with the placements, you get guaranteed playback, YouTube replay exposure, because most of the views happen after the show is aired. Live we only get so many views, but when people go back and watch it, that's when you're really getting a lot of the exposure. And obviously you get the on-screen reaction. Now Priest is still watching, so even if you submit a song or a video, don't be thinking like he's not going to see it. Priest sees everything. So and he hears everything too. So anything you submit, whether Priest is on the show or not, will be seen and heard by Priest. Here's the online form. Pretty basic to fill out. And then if you have any questions, there's a frequently asked questions thing right there. Boom. And you can also submit on the behalf of other artists that you know, as long as they're up and coming. Do you know what I mean? You can't submit on behalf of like Kendrick or anything, but you can submit on behalf of an artist that you know personally. Maybe you got like your nephew is an up and coming artist and you want to like give him some exposure as a gift. You can always do that as well. And one of the benefits that people do often is they will post a clip, we show it online, we air it, and then you can take that clip and cut it up, put it on your Instagram, put it on your TikTok, and expand your promotional audience that way also. Just make sure you hashtag Killah Priest Podcraft or podcast. Both of them are active. Okay, so that's what's up with the song promotions. Next up, we've got another area called sponsors. So this is where you could sponsor. Let's say you got a company. Let's say you want to promote something specifically. It could even be an entire album. But we'll show the trailer right there. If you got something that you want to, if you want to sponsor the show, it would be one of those situations. A lot of you guys are very familiar with YouTube. This is something where like Priest would basically say, today's show is brought to you by, and then it would be your company. It would be your album. It would be whatever you're trying to push. This is a high value thing also. It's similar to a song promotion segment, but this is where you get an actual sponsorship, Priest endorsing you. You know what I mean? So, kind of show some of the featured guests that we've had on the show. We have a media kit available. You can be a basic sponsor. You could be a featured sponsor. You could be an exclusive sponsor. And all the information on how that works is right here on kppodcraft.com. So once you do that, you can click on the red button. It'll take you to the contact form. You can contact us, and Priest and I will send you a media kit, and we take it from there. Okay, so that's what's up with sponsorship opportunities, especially if you own a company or if you're trying to promote something big. Okay. Super chat on the top. Now you can already super chat directly from YouTube, but it's better to use the online version because this one is, they don't take any fees. You know what I mean? So whatever you submit is exactly submitted for the Podcraft. And then obviously whatever you put in the message, it'll pop up on screen. Like, you've seen it. Okay, merch goes back to the merch. You've already seen that. Calendar section. So this is where you can get updated to see what's happening in advance. Any shows coming up. I actually need to still cancel the show for this Sunday. There's no show this Sunday, just so y'all know. This Sunday is the 10th. It's Mother's Day. And both Priest and I will be unavailable. So no show this Sunday. But this is where you would see that. And then every Wednesday, you can see right here, you've got the Royal Priesthood Wednesdays. Any updates to the schedule will be there. Any large guests we will post here also with, a flyer or some type of picture of some sort. But as of right now, you already know we got Sundays and Thursdays for the Podcraft around 5:30 Pacific Standard. And then that's that. The blog is, every now and then we post right there on the blog, so we'll keep you updated with that. So that is kppodcraft.com. Yeah. How you like that? All right. Fella B in the building. Thank you, Karu. Yeah, 102,000 subs, man. That's crazy. When I got with, when I started working with Priest with the YouTube aspect, which technically was around 2000 we were doing videos back in the day, but I want to say we really started getting onto the YouTube around 2019. Yeah, 2019 was when we really started hitting it. And then he had 14,000 subscribers. So we went from 14,000 in 2019 to 102 in 2026. So that's cool. AZ says, these are great extra features on the website. Yeah, I'm glad you like that, man. Always expanding. And there's a lot of positive feedback. Obviously, Priest is getting a lot more popular. You already know the shout outs that he's gotten, the endorsements he's gotten. So it's like a roller coaster, man. We're just trying to maintain and keep everything rocking. Know what I'm saying? Okay, that's it for that. So shout out to y'all for all of that. Thank you also to you guys for supporting the show and everything. We've got a lot of longtime viewers and listeners that have been around since the beginning, Christine says NASA case is so amazing, right? Absolutely. And shout out to Purpose for the production of all that. Okay, headline. Let's go into this. So this is, bring it on screen. What do we got? What do we got? The 20 best Wu-Tang Clan albums. Okay, so this is April 14th, 2026, that this person, Paul Cantor, has posted on a website called Complex. I don't know if y'all know about Complex. But these are the 20 best Wu-Tang Clan albums. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. And see if you guys agree with some of these. Okay, so we're just gonna scroll down. And we're checking out the top ones. Okay, so in number 20, you got Inspect the Deck, Uncontrolled Substance. How many of y'all have heard that? Put it in the chat if you've heard of that. Close this. Inspect the Deck. That's in at number 20. Okay. 19. Wu-Tang Clan, The W. 2000. Let me pull it back a little bit. All right, this one featured Redman and Snoop, Nas, DJ K Slay. All right, let's go. In at number 18. Who do we got? Killah Priest, Heavy Mental. Yeah. In at number 18 as one of the top 20 best Wu-Tang albums, 1998. Heavy Mental, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Need I say more? Number 17, Killer Army, Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, 1997. You know about that. Hellraiser, Prodigal Son, Master Killer. Number 16, Capadonna, The Pillage, 1998. Oh, the chat's going live. Shout out to Capadonna. Really cool guy, man. It was an honor to meet Capadonna. Number 15, Wu-Tang Clan, Iron Flag, 2001. We're looking at the top 20 if you just tuned in. All right, number 14, Ghostface, The Pretty Tony Album, 2004. Shout out to Ghostface. It was another honor meeting him also as well. Very cool. Very cool, dude. Let's keep it going. Number 13, Ghostface Killah, Fish Scale, 2006. Wait a minute, that's two? Yeah. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't heard this one. All right, let's keep it going. Number 12, Meth and Red, Blackout. Yeah, 1999. Definitely a fan of Meth and Red. These obviously were artists I was listening to for a minute. You know, I was able to relate to them a lot back then because I used to smoke a lot of weed back then. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was always great. All right, number 11, Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links. Part 2, I'll be honest, I haven't heard this. But that is number 11. Put it in the chat if you've heard of that. Number 10, Method Man, Tikal. Yeah. 1994. Man, I was young. That's number 10. All right, number 9, Old Dirty Bastard. I ain't saying that title. Shout out to ODB. RIP. Number 8, Grave Diggers, 6 Feet Deep, 1994. Yeah. All right, let's keep it going. If you just tuned in, we're looking at the top 20. According to Complex. Number 7, Old Dirty Bastard, Return of the 36 Chambers, the dirty version, 1995. ODB. Number 6, Ghostface Killah, Iron Man. Starting to see where he's got that name, Tony Starks. He's dropping that Iron Man title in 1996. That one had Mary J. Blige. Wu-Tang Clan Forever as number 5, 1997. I'm also going to show you after this where you guys can get exclusive purchases of the vinyl at a lower price than what you can normally get. This is the 2 CD set right here, though. All right, number 4, Jizza, Liquid Swords. You already know. This one, as you know, features Killah Priest. That is number 4, according to Complex, as one of the top 20. Shout out to Fella B. Let's keep it going. Number 3, Ghostface Killah, Supreme Clientele. That's a cool cover. That was 2000. All right, let's go. In at number 2, we got Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links, 1995. All right. And in at number 1, obviously, Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, 1993. All right, so that is the top 20 according to Complex. And this was posted in April of this year. So what'd you guys think about that? Was it right? Was it wrong? Which one's your favorite? Aurora Borealis in the building. What's good, Aurora? So that is some news right there. It's amazing to see, to this day, Wu-Tang is still, and I think always will, they are forever. Wu-Tang is forever. Because to this day, it's spoken of in lyrics, it's spoken of in podcasts, truly legendary. Truly legendary people and artists. Okay. Now, as you may know, bear with me, y'all. In the news, Rolling Stone magazine, 3 weeks ago, April 15th, 2026. RZA wants Barack Obama to induct Wu-Tang Clan into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, this might be old news. A lot of y'all already knew that. But for those who don't know, this is what I'm posting here. Obviously, well deserved. So that's Rolling Stone magazines. So we'll see what happens with that. It doesn't have to be rock and roll to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Technically, they are rock stars, even if it's not rock music. Okay, and then this, it's not just Rolling Stone, it's in a lot of spots. And CBS News also reports Staten Island's Wu-Tang Clan to enter the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So it's being more confirmed. This is April 14th. So, literally last month. Okay. Now we're getting into closer news. That was 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Man, these websites and their ads, man. Look, you can't even get to the article. Forget that. But that was 2 weeks ago. Wu-Tang Clan to receive Global Impact Award from Soulsville Foundation. This is a different award. Okay. That one was 2 weeks ago. Keep it going. 1 week ago. Okay, this is loading, taking too long. Wu-Tang Clan to host 3-day pop-up along with local businesses. They're making it a week ago. They will make an appearance in the Pinch district of downtown Memphis for a 3-day pop-up. Okay, so they're doing things. There you go. So that one was for May 1st to May 3rd. So that pop-up happened just a few days ago. So that's cool. All right, let's keep it going. RZA did a vegan interview. Oh, this is on PETA. If y'all know about PETA. Do good today for a better tomorrow. A Better Tomorrow isn't just name of the latest Wu-Tang album, it's RZA's hope for the world. He encourages fans to follow in his footsteps and make the change to go vegan because he puts it doesn't make sense to put dead flesh into a live body. The musician understands that the choices he makes in life can contribute to help alleviate the pain and suffering of the animals experienced at the hands of the meat industry. Man, so RZA's doing things, making the world a better place. Shout out to the chat for all the vegans out there. Okay, hold on. I'm getting a text. We got Knowledge Born in the WhatsApp. See where it's at. Oh, my voice sounds distorted. That could just be my groggy voice though. Let me check the. Let me check my compressor settings. Check 1 2. How's my? Oh, I can see. Yeah, I'm clipping. Yeah. You know, I had the mixer set for my headset mic. Check 1 2. Yeah. That's the thing, because when I have Priest on the mic, I have it the levels up a little bit because sometimes he's far away from the mic, and today I'm right up on it. Good call, Knowledge Born. Thank you. I gotta lower the compressor a little bit. I was at 8 decibels. Should be at 7. Brought the gain down to 5.5. Okay. Now that's just my voice, man. Check 1 2. That's funny you mentioned that. One of the girls at work was like, "Are you sick?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Your voice is kind of groggy." I'm like, "Nah, this is how my voice is." Maybe because at my work sometimes there's a lot of. I work at a nightclub, right? And sometimes people will be smoking weed and smoking blunts and stuff like that, and that just gets in the air. But I got a fan behind me that just it's supposed to blow all that smoke out. But maybe that's it. I don't know. Yeah, thanks, man. Frog Lord. Okay. All right, so I'm about to send the link. 1 second, yo. 1 second. Y'all are funny. I did just wake up. Maybe like an hour and a half ago. So that could just be morning voice. Don't know what that is. All right, hold on. I'm getting this link real quick. But put in the chat any questions you guys may have. We're about to get KP on the Zoom. Boom. All right, y'all. Thanks for bearing with me while we do this. I'm drinking better than water, man. I got my my mocha latte right here. This is some organic grass-fed A2 milk with Nesquik and then some coffee. Then I just shake it up, and then that's my iced mocha. You know what I'm saying? I tried quitting coffee a year ago, and that didn't work out too well, man. But I do bring the dosage down. You know, my problem was, if you're a coffee drinker, you already know how it goes. You start off with a cup. Next thing you know, you're having a cup and a half, 2 cups. Now you're having espresso. You go to Starbucks and you get the ice mocha they have there is 2 shots of espresso. And the next thing you know, you're up to like 200 or 300 milligrams of caffeine. You know? And then if you're not getting enough sleep, that really kind of builds up your cortisol and adrenaline and really messes with your central nervous system. I'm not trying to be a clown, self-elevation, but I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. But yeah, so then I tried quitting coffee, and that did not work out. Because, man, you realize how necessary it could be. Okay, I'm letting somebody in the Zoom right now. Who could this be? Pickle Man.
Hey.
Oh, I was going to say.
What's good?
What's good? How you doing? Hey.
Yes, you know, man. The original Pickle Man.
That's what's up.
What's good? What's good? I'm in the hotel.
Okay.
Out here making some moves, yo.
Yeah, man. You busy man.
Let me get my hat.
All right.
I want to show my. Hold on.
Thank you, self-elevation. I will still take it as a compliment. Peace.
See me?
Yeah.
Okay. Peace and blessing, fam. I'm at a disclosed location.
Okay.
Depending on the vinegar. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody knows, shout out to the family, shout out to the whole Podcraft, shout out to ADA Dizzle, in an event of working and doing all this stuff. And we got some good stuff that's coming. I had some bad news within the fam. Also, it's going to give me a little bit of some closure, to certain things in my personal life and stuff like that. So this is a very good prep. Definitely needed. But then I'm back. After I get the closure, it's going to be the disclosure and then the exposure. That's all I want to say. So shout out to everybody in the Killah Priest universe or the Podcraft. What y'all doing out there? What y'all building on?
Well, we just did a article breakdown from Complex talking about the top 20 Wu-Tang albums.
Right.
That was cool.
Okay.
And then two of your albums were up on there.
It's dope. Which ones?
Well, technically the one that you have with Heavy Mental, and then the one you did with RZA.
Yeah, I don't know which one that one is.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah. Okay. The thing is, I really I'm enjoying what's happening now. I really don't take critics or anybody who went to school to understand what hip hop really is.
Mm.
It's a feeling. You can't really go to like Yale and then understand when a brother is speaking from a street perspective, or maybe not just that, just an environment perspective. But then when you deal with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the people that's supposed to be on that type of level don't want to hear it in the type of music. So they don't understand the vibe. Before we was on the show, I forgot the brother name, but he's the God Hakim. We revealed that, Thriller had bad reviews. So even the movie Michael, bad reviews, is because they have an agenda. The agenda is to push the people away from real art. That's what they do. And since you got the power in your hands now, you can actually be first and foremost and experience it yourself to see what type of people these are that's ruling it. Same with Sophia. So Sophia movie was done by her and the critics. Saying so many people say, no, that's not you, that's not you, that's not you, that's not you. But how do you know when a person really goes in, breaks it down? John Wick, not Neo. She broke that down. But now we get to see all together the propaganda, the lies that the critics have been doing for a long time. Now, that would be equivalent if me, Preach, worked at a country music radio and they gave me, and I became famous on the country music radio just by coming up, showing up. What up? It's Preach from the Hood. Now, when it's time for me to review someone, and you got Garth Brooks in there, and then Elvis, and then maybe Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, I'm going to go with the names that that I regularly know because I'm not experiencing the real country life like they put in. They be like, no, Priest, you got to really listen to. I'm not equipped or qualified to really go into the science of country music. Not saying I don't have that power, but I'm just saying at that moment, I'm not qualified, such as someone who's been growing up with country music, who live and breathe it. So yeah, I got a thing against critics. I got things against some of these journalists, some of these publicists, brother, that go out there, judge your album, and get it all wrong. Get it all wrong. Don't go for popular. You have the power now to judge it yourself. Listen to it. I got phone calls from great MCs, great artists, great artists. I'm getting phone calls from them to build with, just to talk. You know what I'm saying? So when those guys come up and they be like, even what RZA said on that interview, he goes, "Do you know Killah Priest?" No. Nah. They see what I'm talking about? J. Cole told the guys. And it's like, because they surface level. Just put out an album called Beneath the Surface. And that's what it is. This is beneath the surface. This is above the level. This is AAPR. I say it a lot. And so when we're doing this music, we're doing it to capture something special, a moment. To capture a moment is hard. Pictures act like they do. But the moments keep moving. You want to capture the moment, a time. And that's what I plan on doing with my music. That's what I'm going to do. And it's focused like this. And product. I was just talking to somebody today and I said, you know what? Consistency. I just kept making music because, we all want to be the greatest at what we do. We all want to do something different, something precious with our art. And that's what it's to do. So those levels like that, it means a lot. So so I'm not trying to I am knocking down the critics, but always listen to the music, the movie. Judge the movie for yourselves because they don't want you to see things. They don't want you to experience things. They'd rather experience it themselves than have you hold back from it because of an agenda to make us all mentally dumb, slave to the system, and they don't even care no more. So have your experience. Enjoy your ice cream. Why is there? The ice cream truck gonna be gone. We got to look at what's really going on.
Yeah.
Know the flavors that's in the truck, man. Word. So that's where I'm at with it when I'm looking at all these people that put John in the music industry. Then you got the radio system now. It's spread out throughout all of the internet now. Now you get firsthand experience with your own. I asked someone, how did you know that music? He told me, because I listened to it on my own time. So you get to do it yourself. But then you got, oh, seems kind of, seems like, it's not really resonating with what we got going on in the society. And man, I was going to say, I want to say, talk to y'all like I talk on the pod on Patreon. Shout out to Hakim. Shout out to Niles Born. Shout out to everybody that be coming through. Shout out to Tahuti. Didn't you have? Did you talk about Mike Dank? Or don't bring that up.
I really didn't want to bring up Mike until you were on the show.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we had a guest supposed to come through, and he didn't come through. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. But when you do that, when you cancel out on a last minute, that kind of throw off things, especially if you say we want at least a 24-hour because I was going to be in town.
Yeah.
So that's all, man. That's all with that. But you see the way things are going, man. So it's like, yeah. So back to what I was saying with experiencing it and seeing, and because this whole thing crazy now. We in these days that is just crazy. Propaganda's on the all-time high. All-time high. And we're just trying to give you the right medicine, music to our best ability. And we love when it's appreciated. That's why, okay, we got the 100K. Let's make them look like we do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's make ourselves look like we are. They say dress as you want to feel. So we got to make them look like we good. Because when they come in, they're going to get the same treatment, the better, so even better. So make sure you tell everybody, man, go over to the Killah Priest Podcraft, man. They be doing it. We got scientists, Egyptologists, biblical scholars. We have everybody that come through. And the whole thing is we just want to reason. We have astrologers, astronomers, you know what I'm saying? Assyriologists. And, I want to say something about that. Stargazers.
Yeah.
Laird Scranton. And everybody lately, we have shrieks, streaky masters. We have people that look beyond the looking glass. I appreciate that. We commend them for their time while they're here, and to push further. Pushing music, getting that innovative going. That way, when you're ready, when your time to come, you just come straight out. Boom, flow. We got artists, beat makers. I was just thinking about some of the beat makers we had and have. People that's joined the staff, poets. I would say poets, preachers, pimp. So we got a whole host of a lot of talent. And here's where they get, you get to come out, you get to speak. And that's what it's really about. But the magnetism is crazy. Now, what I did was cause and effect. What I did was start a plan. Like RZA said, he had a plan. And I did NASA case. NASA case. I keep saying that. NASA case. And the thing was, will it work? I don't care. I'm gonna throw it out there. Something different. Something to make people think about with music. And it caught one of the youth of MC, and not all the way youth, but you know what I'm saying? So it keeps trickling down. So when you write things, even when you look at what Michael said, he put all his mantras up. This already felt that. If you tell yourself, if you treat yourself right, you'll do better. It's how you feel about yourself.
Yep.
You know, it don't have nothing to do with what timeline you were born, how old your parents was. It's about how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. Can't be laughing, but it be coming from a real place.
Yeah.
Miracles are like this. It's like, what if you way past your timeline and you still have a baby? That's deep. Think about it. Say, where am I going with this? Personal, but it come out. If it don't come out of the wash, it come out the dryer. You know?
Yeah.
What don't come out of the dryer, it's written on the flyer.
Mm.
But yeah, good time to be alive, though. Or,
Yeah,
what's that,
man.
you? Who's that on the side?
Where? Right here?
Thought somebody, I thought I saw some, yeah, who's that?
This is the logo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Killah Priest is here. We got things coming alive. Yo, could you play? You remember the last thing I sent you through your email? I mean, not on your WhatsApp.
Let me check.
You know what I listened to? The Paul Robeson, man. And I've been inspired by that. Over.
I see the Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson thing, or the YouTube video.
Oh, okay. I got to write the name. I got to write the name for that one. It's the opposite of human.
Oh yeah, I have this.
Nah.
And the magnificent. I'm back
Nah.
with the Shaker so boss.
Nah, that was from yeah, that's what Bismarck and what's the name? and Special Ed got that from. Go up, it's a song. I sent it to you.
Oh, it's a song.
Yeah.
So was it before or after that?
It was before that.
This one?
Like, stop this. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all this. This right. How many people? Let me see the people in the audience. I'll play just one verse for them. Okay.
Okay.
After the hook, you can just close it.
Okay.
So this is how I want to explain it real quick.
Okay.
Peace. Are you good? I want to explain this. So this is before seasons, right? So when Marco Buddha sent me this, I was like, I like that beginning. I just like the beginning. And then that's how seasons were created, because I just wanted the beginning of it. And he said, all right, I'll chop it up. Sometimes that's how music is made. This is Patreon knowledge. So it's what the artists like. So I just like that part. And then shout out to Kyle Zodiac. Kyle Zodiac got the remix, killed it.
Yo, he just had his birthday. He just had his birthday.
Happy birthday to Kyle Zodiac, man. Happy birthday. Yo, boy, been set for life, man. Word, another run around the sun, man. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Yeah, man.
Solar Return.
Yeah, nice solo return. Well, I love to break down the chart. You hear the breakdown of his chart, his birthday.
Yes, sir.
Word. So, so this is how that began. But this is not what it was. This is just play it to the hook. So after I rhyme, you can stop it, AD. Go ahead.
Lord, son.
Shout out to Marco Buddha.
So sad. Broken pillars, the ivory dust that awoke the killer. The mic was crushed when I wrote with Jizza, Ghost and RZA. My pulse got quicker, judge wisely like a motion picture. Fourth chamber, rapper sat across from danger. Liquid swords, we were different, Lord. Then heavy mental dealt with physics more. Very simple, dealt with scriptures pure, but it was raw. Bible, basic instruction before leaving earth. Survival, had to fight my own demons first. Receive the curse, read a verse, then reverse. Didn't see it work, they didn't see my worth. But I'm not knowing destiny was watching me like a phoenix perch. One day writing, I heard, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I looked around, all I seen was dirt. They said, yo, I told you one day you'll be respected. You'll be the best. Then he exited. Indo's Valley, I'm seen like the king of Mali, Haile Selassie.
Yeah. Not too much in there. Nothing but fire.
Man.
Peace. So that right there was within the chamber.
Mhm.
That's what all of those have starts and to them. Oh man, they showing me love, no doubt. I told y'all on here you get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. So that's Marco Buddha. That's what we got. Tell me, that's what's within the chamber. So that story right there meant a lot to me. Now I feel I'm at a place where I can be more expressive about what we went through as artists and where we've taken it as artists. And I speak as the artist, just the artist. Music is a beautiful thing, and we want to take it to the next chamber. And with this platform, we're going to continue doing that. Real music will never fade away. And that's the mantra. That's a mantra here. Real music. They say real recognize real. And that's what we're pushing out 24/7. Every verse has a story behind it.
True.
You know, like that. That's his talent that's coming from the Podcraft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just what I'm just saying is and I'll break down that, but that's the fourth chamber. So that's why it was called Within the Chamber. And I kind of like talked about that a little bit. And it's an honor to rhyme with greats such as RZA, and Ghost. Means a lot. You know, to sharpen your sword next to swordmen. And every step, try to take it above the level. And that's how you increase your chamber, what I say, chamber within the chamber, your chamber calisthenics. Is that a good word for it?
Yeah. Lyrical
Your exercise.
lyrical
Because
calisthenics.
all we doing is exercising the will. We exercise our will. That's all. Yeah, lyrical calisthenics, and that's all we do. And every time we in the mic booth, it's like, okay, now it's time to light up. And whatever you do, you can use that to your advantage. You light up. It don't matter what you're doing. The book, to play, whatever. I just got crazy inspired today just by even just coming on.
Mm.
Because I wasn't going to do this. Well, the show must go on. I'm glad that you continued the show, even though I can't see what they're saying. What they're saying sound like Sophia. Shout out to Sophia. I can't see what they're saying, but
Can you see that?
lyrical
The,
ventriloquist. Yeah,
the
exactly.
linguistic ventriloquist.
Oh, linguistic. Yeah, I said lyrical.
I can make it bigger.
I couldn't see. Yeah, I couldn't see that. Yeah. Yeah, man. So Swift is like part two coming, and then you want to get that on the Patreon. So join the Patreon now. I told y'all this with NASA case. And a lot of people didn't believe me, but then look what happened with NASA case. It worked. So now we're doing more. I got one on there that I'm not even going to disclose the name, but y'all going to get all of the free access to that. You join the Patreon. And also the Podcraft, we turn it up now. So make sure y'all submit your music now within a song. Don't you want your music played in the middle of the show where everybody's fully paying attention? Between my conversation, it's a sweet spot to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Get everybody going here. Now you got to know we moving up. So yes, the price is moving up because we're moving up, and we are moving up together. So is the audience. So is your experience. So is your viewers. Everything turn up a notch. So therefore, that's what we're doing. Turn it up a notch. Because the music is going to be here regardless. All things shall pass.
Yeah.
But the word.
Shout out to Lesser Light. Who's Lesser Light? We must have let him be. They must have changed their name. That's a moderator right there. Lesser Light. What was your old name?
Light.
They must have had a different name.
I like Lesser Light.
Because we haven't assigned a new moderator in a long time.
That's what we need. Yeah, we got to get the more new moderators. Most, you said the most.
Oh, it's WS Banker.
So, AD, how
Yeah.
do you when you with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
when you're saying, yo, what's your process of elimination, like to make yourself better?
For myself, the process
Yeah.
of elimination.
Yeah.
It's basically prioritizing what's important first, as far as like getting work done.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So all through the years, it was so easy to be a productive but messy person. Do you know what I'm saying? They say a messy desk is a sign of a genius. Problem was, I was tired of having a messy desk. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the process was to first clean everything. Do you know what I mean? Clean the house, make your bed, everything's on point. Of course, showering was also already part of it. But making sure all of that was done first. You know what I mean? Cleanliness. And then it was energy. Because I'd want to get all this stuff done, but you can't be working on just cortisol. So the more I learned about like health, the more I prioritized energy. This is why I'm not afraid of sugar. That's another topic. So meal planning, meal prep. You know what I mean? Knowing what you're going to eat for the day. And then spacing out all of that, protein, all that. So once that was out the way, boom, now my energy's up. And this was a thing because I work over at the club. So because I DJ the club, I have to be up. I got to be hype. I'm on the mic. I got to be able to like sound like I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? If I didn't eat right and I'm on the mic like, yo, let's give it up, everybody, round of applause. Then the DJ sounds like he's dragging. And then the whole club's affected by the DJ's energy. So that's where my process of elimination was. I need to make sure that I'm feeling good all the time, up all the time, because my energy affects the room's energy. You know what I'm saying? In all things, even when you visit family, your energy is affecting them. So just working backwards. So getting my energy right was what affected me. Now that my energy is good, the output's good. So the production's good. So for me, my process of elimination was to eliminate anything that was slowing me down, so that all cylinders, so that the engine was working right. And then that just trickles down into everything that you do. You know what I mean? Making sure the car's oiled, all that.
And did you have you have struggle doing it at first, or did it just came to you like, I got to straighten this thing out step by step?
Yeah.
I have to go in. So
Yeah.
it took.
At first, it was always about the output. Like, I would be so focused on making the beat. I'll be always focused on making the song. Like, this song is tight. I'm listening to it, and then you don't realize, damn, I haven't eaten today. You know what I mean? You ever been so into something that you just neglect all this other stuff and everything? So I was productive but disorganized. So all I did as I got older is I swapped it, became organized, and even though the project was late, it came out more clean. I had time for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure your sleep is right. Because I'll tell you, as an artist, and you already know this, is that you'll be making songs, and next thing you know, it's 5 a.m., but you got to wake up at 8. So you're only getting 3 hours of sleep. You know, and a lot of people and artists who work in the studio, they'll sleep in the studio because their food and their sleep is their last priority, because they focused on getting that album done. They're really into that song. They're in the zone, and being in the zone is great. Being in the zone will have you running on cortisol to a point where, you know, you're running on adrenaline. Your body's eating itself, but you're so focused on that project. And that's great. That's going to happen every now and then and everything. But when you're working on stuff every single week, you start to realize, okay, I need to eat first. I need to get this sleep right. You know what I mean? I used to get 6 hours of sleep. Now I'm getting about 8.5. Comfortably. Blackout curtains. Wake up. Breakfast. You know, push-ups. For me, the push-ups was big too, because the push-ups not about, like, you know, gaining muscle. The push-ups just about to keep the posture right, making sure I'm sitting up straight. Do you know what I mean? Getting the energy flowing. So I'm only doing like 15 push-ups. That's not a lot. But doing 15 push-ups in the morning as a daily routine, as small as that is, has a benefit, at least for me. Get the posture right, sitting up straight, and boom, all that. So all these little tiny little things helped out. Not to mention, I'm, you know, listening to you know, certain people on YouTube. You get a few tips here and there from these biohackers and stuff. I can go on and on.
No, that's good. So when did the dreams start going? When you started doing all of that, have your dreams start? Did you started dreaming more, or you were dreaming before and it got more expanding, like more expand? Did it expand more?
Yeah. So as I got my diet right and I got my sleep right, I woke up with less cortisol. Do you know what I mean? So when your sleep is right,
What's cortisol?
so cortisol, it's a stress hormone that your body will produce for many factors. It's required to help you wake up. It comes out when you're being chased by a bear. Do you know what I mean? Along with adrenaline.
What?
If you're being chased by a bear, like your body, you know, senses threat. If you go low on sugar and you get low blood sugar, your body will raise cortisol. Having a lot of coffee will raise cortisol. It's a necessary chemical, but it can work against you if you're trying to sleep. It can work against you if you're trying to preserve muscle, because it'll eat your muscle and stuff like that. But that's basically what cortisol is. It's a stress hormone, but it's a necessary stress hormone.
Right, that's your own brain release.
Your liver.
Your liver releases.
Yeah, the liver, man. Liver is a very powerful organ.
The word live is in it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the liver is very key, man. It regulates a lot of stuff. So a lot of times people will go to sleep and they'll wake up in the middle of the night and then they'll have a hard time going back to sleep. And they don't realize, well, your body is trying to wake up. It thinks it's time to wake up, but you're still trying to get 4 more hours of sleep. You know what I mean?
What about when you wake up in the middle of the night just out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about wee hours, like 4 and 5. sometimes I wrestle with those situations. Like you just get up, like you be up.
Yeah, so
What's that?
there's multiple factors. One of them could be if you're thinking about something and you're stressed about something and that thought enters your mind, now you're thinking about it. There's one factor. Second factor, blue light. If you look at your phone and you start doom scrolling on your Instagram, then your body's starting to wake up because the blue light will initiate your light to, as Aurora Borealis said, your sympathetic nervous system, and you'll start to create that cortisol effect. You know what I mean? Another one is if you went to sleep and you didn't have enough sugar, and your body's low on, and you get low blood sugar in the middle of the night, then your body starts to wake you up. Like, hey, we need some energy, because your body's working harder when you sleep than when you're awake. It's got to repair. It's got to do all this stuff. It's creating growth hormone, all this stuff. You know what I mean? So in the middle of the night, you could wake up and your body's just demanding sugar. Just go have some orange juice, a little teaspoon of honey, and you'll knock right out. It's something so simple. It's the most simplest thing. You know what I mean? I wish I knew it when I was younger. Instead, you're like going back to bed, trying to like force yourself to like, okay, go back to sleep. And you start thinking and thinking. Your body's, you know what I mean? You can't go back to sleep because your body's trying to wake up and your liver's like starving for some sugar. See, never going into the sugar topic. You know what I'm saying? But
Working again. You keep saying the sugar.
Yeah.
Now it tastes good. Sugar tastes good. The natural glucose and stuff. It tastes good, and it's almost like nature give us this treat. Like it knows something over the years about us. Like nature says, "Here, taste this. Why does it taste so good?" Right?
Yeah.
But then the doctors say it's completely too much of it is bad for you.
Yeah, too much of anything.
Or they process.
Yeah, too much of anything it can be bad for you. Yeah, but your brain runs on glucose.
But that means nature is really the doctor because it's making these and then we say taste buds, which you have buds, right? Have the little buds on it, and there's this one flower, right? Smells good, jasmine flower, smells super good, especially during the summer. First, I guess the insects, bees, whatever, but it's just so good. And then the doctors come up and they tell us, and we're not doctors, but I'm just saying, they're saying that, well, what you want to say to FDA?
Okay.
Or some holistic, they say, no, sugar's not good for you.
Yeah. So that's there's so many videos on this whole topic, and that's where it can get controversial. But at the end of the day, like your brain and your liver and your muscles all run off of sugar. Do you know what I mean? Specifically like glucose. But if you want to get more exact, we talked about this before, but it's like the sugar that's in fruit is sucrose. So sucrose is a disaccharide, which is half glucose and half fructose.
You didn't pop a stop lines, so you sound like you disrespected somebody. What you said?
It's sucrose.
You scrupulized, right?
Yeah. So I mean, we're supposed to have fruit. You know what I mean? Like we have taste buds in our tongue to go seek out sugar, and mostly in the form of fruit. You know what I mean? Apples, bananas, pears, oranges, all that, watermelon, all that. We got to seek that out because the body sees that for energy. And then the problem is where it gets crazy.
That was one green fruit. A pear.
Yeah. Oh, pears are great.
You need two pears.
Yeah, 2 pears. No, pears are amazing, man. I love pears.
We don't get them enough. I don't know. It's like back in the days, I used to see them everywhere. There's golden one, the green ones. There was a golden one. The golden one, it was real soft, but there's this one that almost tastes like an apple.
Apple pears.
Yeah,
they're also known as Asian pears. They're the ones that you see that will have their own little skirt.
Yeah.
You seen these?
Yeah, those are the real ones right there.
Yeah. They have that skirt on them and stuff like that. These are technically Asian pears, but they're also known as apple pears. Crunchy. That's real good for you too. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a disclaimer in the bottom of this video for y'all. So none of this is medical advice. and everything. But I feel like we're talking about something so basic as is. And this is the part that I agree with the vegans on. I'm not vegan, but there's a lot of vegan points that I agree with. And, you know,
Like what?
one of them is the benefits of fruits. You know, like we need the fruits because that's all sucrose. Because there's a lot of sucrose, and some fruits have more fructose, some fruits have more glucose. But the sucrose is basically both. It's two sugars. So fructose goes to our liver. That's the part that helps you relax, chills out the cortisol. And then the other sugar is glucose, and that goes to our muscles and our brain. So we need that. We need both of them. And the problem is that, you know, if you have too much concentrated sucrose, it looks bad because it's all concentrated, like table sugar. Table sugar is technically sucrose. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure early humans, yeah, exactly, wasn't breaking it down like that. It's like you probably get this stalk, this big
Boom.
cane, sugar cane,
yeah,
and you have to deal with it on that. Maybe some flour, but it wasn't looking like it wasn't in dominoes and some like type of package right there. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
Real cane sugar is great, and real cane sugar is sucrose. It's technically molecularly the same sugar as that's in fruit, most fruit, and that's where it gets.
What they do, dry the fruit out, and then get the essence of it in the laboratories.
All that, and they break it down, and this is why fruit's better. Fruit's better, obviously, because it's coming with fiber and it's coming with vitamins, coming with minerals. So fruit's better because you're getting it combined in a whole package.
But then the fiber, that's crazy because with the fiber, us chewing the fruit doesn't our own brain give us some type of like information. Like since we chewing, I like the crunch. Even the sound of the crunch. What does that represent? Bones?
All that. No, the crunch is signaling to your salivary glands to produce the enzymes for you to even process the entire fruit. So there's a lot of information happening. Once you eat an apple or a pear or something like that, the crunch and the salivary glands are like analyzing what you're eating. And they're detecting, okay, we've got a fruit here. And it's sending signals to your stomach, to your whole body. Hey, we got a fruit coming in. Everybody get ready. The enzymes are getting created. All these pathways are being created in mitochondria and stuff like that for you to process that food. And that's why it's good because the fruit kind of slows you down from processing the sugar. So that once you get the sugar through the fruit, which is why it's the best way to have sugar is through fruit, is that your body becomes ready for it. Now, if you chug in a Mountain Dew, which isn't even really sugar, it's high fructose corn syrup, your body is getting shocked. It's like, whoa, what is all this? You know, we weren't ready for this. We didn't get the breakdown with the fiber and the minerals and all the stuff to prepare us for all this. Do you know what I mean? It can handle it, but it becomes overwhelmed when you have it concentrated. And that's where it's bad. That's where it starts to be bad is when you have like a Mountain Dew because that's a processed sugar. That's high fructose corn syrup. It doesn't have any of the fiber. And that's where you can shock the system. Now, metabolically, you'll be fine. Your body sees it. Okay, let's just run it through. We'll be cool. We're gonna, it's gonna handle a certain way.
E1B1A.
But yeah, fruit's the best.
Yeah, we be talking about stuff like the doctors and the scientific term for things, right? Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: it's like indigenous or whether you're coming from far, everyone just have to come here to the mountain pot to get the answers. Like no one else had the answers. And what I'm saying is because they call people that's crazy, they call them nuts, which is actually good for you, right? They call you nuts. Or if people that likes the same, they call them sweet or fruitcake. You know what I'm saying? It's like they take they take these terms.
Or honey.
Yeah.
Like
come
exactly. Here, honey. Hey, honey, how you doing, honey?
Yeah. That's not so bad though. That's not. Yeah, when you say honey to your girl, yeah, what's up, honey? Right. But calling the person nuts, like you going nuts. What do you mean? What do you mean? Nuts are supposed to be good, right? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. It's true.
The terms that they use, and we got indigenous, we have people from all over the world came to the melting pot. and we all hear these terms. And it's almost like this is the place where we all supposed to learn when we all probably came here with information. Somehow it got lost in the church. Shout out to Sophia, but somehow it got lost in the translation.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have to like reintroduce ourselves to fruit. We don't know. There's people that don't even know what a ginger is. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, what is ginger? We name our daughters after it. You know what I'm saying? We strippers. But we don't really know what a ginger is. They know what a trend. Yeah, exactly. But it's crazy about with the terms of things. And I just want to know, the best way we can continue this thought through dieting food. When I say diet, I just mean eat, right? Mm-hmm. We had the great Dr. Sebi's. We had people on here that know way more than us. Yeah. And we just experience, but we are here experiencing what we experience.
Yeah, it's a personal
like
journey.
Like when you be going through your out of body experiences, sleep.
That's crazy.
Do you remember what you ate? Yeah, exactly. And I'm not talking about shrooms, right? Because it could be you take you on shrooms, could take you on it, but it lasts for a certain while. Some of them, if you try to keep it, is whatever. But flying is such a great deal about that.
Yeah.
Look, it hit you so bad you had to back up from the mic. And you don't even know.
Because it's life-changing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when I did shrooms for the first time, it was life-changing. I wasn't the same person after I did mushrooms at Knott's Berry Farm with these two girls. They're the ones that gave it to me. They gave me a 1/2 of stems and caps. And these girls were professionals. They were like some hippie chicks. They knew how to do it. So they had chocolate and they had oranges. The chocolate's supposed to help you digest the shrooms. The orange is supposed to bring up the vitamin C so you get more visuals. Anyway, went through that whole experience, life-changing. And you just like appreciating life in general, you know what I mean? And I kind of was already getting that from the cannabis, But shrooms is like cannabis times 10. Incredible experience. But when you were talking about the out-of-body experiences, the astral projection, that happened when I quit the weed. So, because when you smoke weed and you have cannabis and stuff like that, you're kind of like suppressing the part of your brain that's able to even have dreams. So some people who smoke weed, they don't dream at all. Do you know what I mean? It can prevent you from getting into full REM sleep for some people.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So when I quit it, because I would be off and on. If I went without weed for about a week or two, then the dreams would be more intense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's how that happened. But like, if you look up online astral projection, it'll tell you all these like methods to the madness and how it really is possible. You kind of have to wake up a little bit.
It's like your first, they say your first kiss, and everybody knows, everybody that don't, you chase that, that's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? It's like something like you're not used to. Like even when you first figure out, it does something, explosion in your mind. Like your mind is just expanding. Like what just happened? Did time stop? First time
feels
when
like that.
Mike did the moonwalk. Yeah. Those phenoms.
If you want to get technical, it's really oxytocin at the end of the day, combined with endorphins, basically a boost in dopamine, boost in serotonin all at once. At the end of the day, it's all about those hormones. You know what I mean? Whether it comes to a coffee high, a runner's high, cannabis high, mushrooms high, DMT is a whole other topic, but it's still kind of correlated with just at the end of the day, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, and especially oxytocin. You can get a boost of oxytocin just holding your girl for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Therapeutic. You ever hold one of your ladies? You ever get one of your girls and you hold her for a little bit And you notice something. And this isn't like sexual. It's when you have that embrace, when you hold on to your girl, you're getting a boost of oxytocin. It's called the love hormone.
It could be yeah, exactly. It could be just it could just be a loved one. Period.
Yeah, yeah. That's why.
It could be-
Go ahead.
yeah, it could be anybody. You'll feel that. You'll feel that energy, and you don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, it's powerful, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's powerful. There's secrets though, and this is not for everybody, but there's secrets how to channel in certain things, and they got certain systems that you can tap into. That how you can hold on to those things now. A lot of people talk magic. I'm not here to expose those truths. Others could.
Yeah.
But there are certain classes that you can hold on to things that normal people would let go.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to wake up into the channel and believe. Once you believe, it will happen.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's on their own journey. Every one of
That's
us
right.
is going through our own experiences, our own journey. It's nice that we have these podcasts so that we could share each other's journey and share each other's knowledge. Do you know what I mean? But everyone's going to have their own experiences and their own pathways to do things. Some people will continue with coffee. Some people won't. Some people use creatine. Some people will skip that. People will be on the carnivore diet, the keto diet, it's, paleo. All of those exist. But like at the end of the day, everyone's got to go through their own path.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. You'll find the destiny. I like that, what you just said. That's ease on down the road. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody follow their own path. I mean, all three of them were looking for their own problems that they had to get through. They had to ease on down the road. Each of them would know one needed a heart, the other needed a brain, the other one wanted to get home. You know what I mean? And so on. So yeah, so that's just the path of life.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good metaphor. Yeah, a lot of stories are holding so many metaphorical analogies and insight within their stories. People trip out when they realize the biological science that's taught in the Bible.
Right.
Even the Bible is speaking about your biology. The land of milk and honey is really the land of dopamine and serotonin.
No, you're right. Go ahead. Go ahead. I love it. Is the land is what? Say that again.
The land of milk and honey is dopamine and serotonin.
Milk and honey.
So
dopamine.
Yeah.
Go ahead, break it down.
This is the biological interpretation of the Bible. So, as you know, there's several interpretations that are all existing simultaneously. Astrological, the literal, which is what the church teaches, the literal version. The astrotheological, the allegorical, and then there's also.
You ever heard of Gnostic?
Of course.
Yeah, the Gnostic teachings goes into a little bit more.
It goes into the New Testament, the Old Testament.
You ever heard the testimony of truth?
Testimony of truth.
Yeah. The Mikvah. Yeah. The Quapan. These are like heavy little. Those are wait till we do the Patreon. Our Pickle Man says all this.
See, that's where you get me, because I'm not familiar with Pickle Man or everything that you guys talked about. That was when Rasul was here, and you guys spoke.
Pickle Man is the ideal. Yes, I am Pickle Man.
See, that's where you lose, because I'm unfamiliar with all that. That's part of the teachings of the person who called himself that, right?
No, it was always speaking of me. Pickle Man.
Interesting.
But then the storm fermenting months and months in vinegar.
Hmm.
A lot
Okay.
of people like to put it on a sandwich,
Yeah.
but it's more deeper than what you know.
Hmm.
They all pickle, man. Sour. I'll lay it down soon.
Interesting. Yeah, that's new to me.
The return of pickle, man.
Hmm. I'm
You gotta let it
learning.
marinate.
Hmm.
They got crazy shows. Yeah, crazy shows out there though. Right now. Yo, come on, man. We gotta break. It's called manifestation.
Hmm.
The science.
Someone says
Uh,
sauerkraut and kimchi.
yeah. Anything fermented is really good for you too. And the sauerkraut, kimchi. Yeah, they
Yeah.
know about that stuff. They have a wine. I saw wine sauerkraut. Um,
Hmm.
that's the way to go. Relish.
I like relish. Yeah.
Secret teachers of pickle. Huh?
Hmm. Relish is cool.
Yeah.
I used to have kimchi when I went to like Korean barbecue.
Right.
Korean barbecue was cool, but they always give you this little ass rice. I'm like, what? What's this tiny little bowl of rice? It's a lot of meat, but it's a little bowl of rice.
Pause.
I know. I forget to say pause. This is the way.
I know you ain't got to say that. We just joking.
I know everyone knows what I'm talking about, but
Exactly. This show don't deal with that. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
I like Japanese food.
Huh?
Japanese food, because if you go to a Japanese restaurant, they give you a big bowl of rice, like a moderate amount of beef. Let's just say beef, chicken. Japanese food's good. I like that. I like Korean barbecue too, but I'm always just like, how come it's such a small bowl of rice? But I like Korean barbecue. They got like little things happening, small little dishes, little pickle,
Right.
pickled this, little bit of kimchi, a little bit of something.
India have this thing called masala.
Mm.
If you really want to step it up, yeah, masala is real good. It's like a green. Everybody got their style. The green. It's like a green sauce, and it's like fermented, onions, and
Yeah.
no one makes it green. Maybe a tomato or something like that.
Okay.
But they also have this one called pickle. And it's called pickle. Like pickle has lemon in it.
Yeah.
I just like the taste of it.
No, that's supposed to be good for like digestion and all that.
Right.
I've been
Always good.
Demetrius says Hawaiian barbecue.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
It's like a regular barbecue but with pineapple.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Killah Priest Podcraft. If y'all just coming through. Man, this is the breakdown. We're just doing it up, man.
We got into some food
And,
talk.
you know what I like? Because it's Thursday. I say it's Thursday weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we come on. So sometimes you gotta really just let yourself go. You know what I mean? Have a good time with it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get so caught up. You drive yourself crazy. So sometimes it's always good to have a good time with it.
True.
That's all. We get caught up.
Yeah, I've been messing with
That's what it is.
I've been messing with Mediterranean food.
Mediterranean?
Mediterranean.
It's
like
kebab,
kebab.
right?
It's like kebab with basmati rice, and then you ever had lavash? Lavash is basically like a flatbread.
Okay.
So have that with hummus and tzatziki sauce. What you know about tzatziki sauce?
I think I had tzatziki. Is it what is it?
It's
What kind
basically
is
like a garlic yogurt with
I don't like that.
cucumber.
I don't like it.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah, I know. Yeah,
if you
I
try
don't
it
like it.
though,
I'll take it.
it's fire, man. I'm hooked on it.
Give me garlic.
Oh, you don't like garlic?
I like garlic
You do
sauce.
like
Give me
garlic.
garlic sauce.
Yeah, no, you like it.
Then we on.
We should go to a Mediterranean spot. Sometimes they have hookahs. You can smoke a hookah,
Yeah.
and you can have Mediterranean food. That's fire, man.
And I just went to this soul food
Okay.
/ Jamaican /
Mm.
in Atlanta they got all the joints. You ever been to Cracker Barrel?
Nah, I heard about it though.
Oh, I've been to Cracker Barrel. If you could always cook your own food.
Yeah.
But certain places just sometimes they trying to replace grandma, man.
Mm. I believe it.
Some of these places get packed out on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all type of church hats go in there, and
Yeah.
they just come in there. So they want to replace grandma cooking.
Mm-hmm.
That way, I can understand it though a little bit. But
There's a soul food place in Inglewood too that I've been to like 3 times, and it's fire. But it's always packed.
what'd you get?
There's a line out there.
What'd you get?
I mean, I didn't get any like soul food, but this was just like a breakfast place that's just always packed. So I just got like eggs and waffles. But my homegirl kind of went crazy with it. This isn't the same soul food place that I told you that my other homegirl took me to in the ghetto. She was,
Where you got meatloaf?
yeah, where I got meatloaf. Yeah, she's like, "Why are you getting meatloaf?" I'm like, "Well, why not? I know meatloaf is good."
Hold up.
But it was still fire. But it wasn't until last year that I had oxtail for the first time. Bro, I didn't know what I was missing with the oxtail.
Yeah.
So now I love that. But that's one of these dudes in my club comes in. He's a customer, but he comes in and he sells plates because they own a like a Jamaican truck, a food truck.
Yeah.
And he'll come in and sell these plates for $30 a plate.
Wow.
And one of the girls bought some, and I was like, $30 a plate, like that's ridiculous. And then she gave me some of her food. And I'm like, oh my god, it is worth it. It had like spicy macaroni and cheese, spicy rice,
Spicy macaroni and cheese.
spicy mac and cheese, spicy greens, and then spicy oxtail. It was all spicy. I thought I was gonna have trouble later. I had no trouble.
Did you have green collards?
I think that's what it was, because I'm not familiar.
Green collards.
Yeah. See, I'm not used to seasonings, like real seasonings. You know what I'm saying? I'm basic, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Salt,
Yeah.
pepper, a little bit of parsley. I'm basic, and I get it. I get made fun of it for it. I'm fine with that. But man, once I had food with real seasonings,
Green collards?
man,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Oh man.
Incredible.
And some tater mashed, green collards. Give me another one. You know what you put on green collards?
I'm assuming that's what it was. It's all new to me. I was just tasting oxtail for the first time. Blown away.
No, I can't let you go out like that. No, it's collard greens,
Okay.
not green collard. Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't even know collard. It takes like 8 hours to cook. I don't know. It's like 8 to 12 hours to cook. And it's like, yo, are you really getting nutrients from there? I don't know. Let's talk to somebody from there. I know you go to Ethiopian restaurants, and they have collard greens there too.
I haven't been to Ethiopia. I've been to Ethiopian coffee house, I had some of that coffee. I thought I was gonna
Now we talk.
die.
Now we talk.
That was a like powerful
Now we
coffee. I had to drink that slowly.
Now you talking.
It's because it was
Talking
a
to the world right
slow drip,
Yeah.
Ethiopian slow drip coffee.
Damn. Damn.
Incredible.
Lalabella. Yeah. You see that? You see all the, you see, man.
Yeah.
Word, that's all praises to the Haile Selassie, man. That's real. But that come with it though, for real, because
Yeah.
I be thinking like that coffee, because it's brown, it's like see where you from? The place it looks like what you eating. Like it's brown, like the bean. You know what I'm saying? The coffee bean is brown, black. So it's like, that's gonna give you that's the indigenous places from. It grows all over the world, but
yeah.
Ethiopia, they got some blue.
It was too much. I fried my central nervous system. I fried my adrenal glands.
You what?
Because you have adrenal glands above your kidneys. There's your adrenal glands. They're the ones that produce adrenaline. And if you drink way too much coffee, it overproduces the adrenaline. So I fried mine for a while. That's why I had to quit coffee last year. So now I'm basically microdosing coffee.
What was your symptoms?
Restless sleep, aggressiveness, overly just hyped, not able to, nervousness, anxiety, and like real anxiety. Not where you're just like where you just start tripping. Like worse when I was on THC, on weed, because you remember when I smoke some weed, you start tripping a little bit and then you're good. But with coffee, that anxiety can last for hours. And I was like, something's wrong, man. I was like, heart's beating too fast. I'm like, I gotta relax. Turned out also to be a magnesium deficiency, but I'm getting too detailed. But like, all I had to do was really just supplement magnesium glycinate. If I had just had the magnesium, I could have continued with the coffee, but I didn't know. I had to have conversations with ChatGPT to realize all this stuff, and talking to some professional coffee drinkers. They were like, "Hey, D, you could have just kept drinking the coffee. You're just low on magnesium, and you got to drink more water." Right. So all I had to do was drink more water, get more potassium, and my electrolytes. Just had to supplement electrolytes because coffee's a diuretic, and if you have too much black coffee, you'll just pee out all of your water, and you'll lose all your minerals. So I had just basically lost all my minerals. So even though I blame the coffee, it was just a mineral deficiency I had created. So now I have magnesium. I make sure I have some potassium. A little bit of potato every now and then, a little bit of there's potassium in milk too. So I'm good now, but. Like I said, everyone's on a journey. That's the journey I went through. And you learn, you live and learn. And it's cool to share these experiences, because as you get older, these things they're small, but they're big. So I'm back. Right. I'm back on coffee now, but I'm having like 3 ounces in the morning. And then maybe a couple ounces later. So I'm barely having a whole cup. But for me, I know what I need, Everyone's got to just figure out their own thing.
Right.
Rakib in the chat. Rakib says ashwagandha good for both men and females. Hormones, cortisol, happy chemicals mix. And see, he knows what's up. You never be depressed. Always have energy, but never frazzled energy.
Man, tell myself I'm loving it, man.
Yo, see, this chat knows what's up, man.
Yeah, man. They off the beam.
Mangoose says, 80, did you get a 40-panel blood test? No, I really should. That's absolutely true. I do need to go get a blood test and really find out what's going on, because I've just been gauging it off of a chronometer, punching in what I got. I don't really know. I don't have a panel done, but I really should. I should for sure. Yeah. I had to figure it all out the hard way. But I know I'm sleeping like a baby now, even with this cat waking me up in the middle of the night.
I'm doing. I want y'all to help me. I'm gonna do a story on cats.
Nice.
I'm gonna do something on cats, man.
Yeah, they are
'Cause,
predators. Cats and
yeah,
owls.
definitely. Yeah, they straight. I think they got cousins. Them owl, snake, and a cat. Well, they definitely got something that's common between them.
I had
We
this
go.
Scorpio girl come by, and she's like, "You know, you live like 2 blocks from a cemetery." I'm like, "Yeah. So what?" She's like, "Do you ever see any ghosts or paranormal activity?" I'm like, "No, I don't see none of that. I've never seen no ghosts, nothing. I'm not even gonna pretend I did. Nothing. I've never seen anything." I told her it's probably because I have this cat. You know what I mean? Like, cats can supposedly see stuff that we can't see. You know, different frequencies of light. You know?
Indeed.
So that's a hypothesis. We don't know if that's really true. If cats, you know, maybe he saw something and I
know they
don't know.
can catch. I know they can catch fast mice.
Yeah, they're
Like
predators.
it's no problem. Like it's no problem.
Yeah, he probably hates being indoors all the time, you know?
Yeah. They never fall on their back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know they have 4 legs and leave 2 footprints.
Hmm.
In the snow.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? They go right into they walk right into their own footprints.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. It's the way they walk. Interesting, huh? They were worshipped in Egypt. Yeah. Hey. Say something. You're on the mic. He's trying to say something. Go ahead, Mojito. Say what's up. There you go. Mojito on the mic. Yeah, it's been interesting. You know, being a cat owner is a whole other experience, but I like him because he's low maintenance. I don't gotta walk him. You know, I barely have to take him to the vet. Takes care of himself. Low maintenance. A little fussy every now and then, but it's cool. But yeah, remember White Boy Rob? I don't know if Priest is there. Anyway, there was an artist I used to record. His name was White Boy Rob. And
yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, White Boy Rob, his girlfriend would come to the studio all the time when I was recording him. And she was the one who had a cat that had a whole litter of kittens. So she's like walking around with kittens in her hands in the studio.
You kidding me?
And she's like, "AD, you want one of these?" I'm like, "What? A kitten? Nah, I mean, I'm good." She's like, "Come on, they're really cute." And then she gave me one of the little cats to hold. I'm like, "Wow." Like, so tiny. And then she's like, "I'll come back and bring you one." Like the next day. So she comes back the next day and she brings me Mojito in miniature form.
It's beautiful.
And I was like, "All right, I'll take him off your hands." I acted like I was doing her a favor. I'm like, "All right, I'll help you out. I'll adopt one of these kittens for you. I know you're trying to get rid of him and all, so." I should have gave him all of his shot. I should have gave him all of his shots right there. Once I got the kitten, I should have gone the next day to the vet. But I waited too long. I waited like 10 months. Took him to a Petco. I took him to a Petco vet instead of a real vet. I thought they knew what they were gonna do. Anyway, he freaked out there, and ever since he's been a little hesitant about strangers, to say the least. Uh-oh. We're getting a request on the Zoom door.
All right, let him in.
We're getting a knock knock. Okay.
Who's there?
I'm opening the door. Hey.
AD?
Yes, sir. We got Hakeem in the building.
Peace.
Peace to the God I can.
Peace to y'all. See AD up here talking about his pussy. I mean, his cat.
Oh man, I'm not ready for this
Pickle
one.
Man. AD, you know he's right down there by Pickle Man right now. He could go see him
I
if
know.
he want to.
I am not
That's why
familiar.
You
that's why
are.
you put it up there.
I promise you, they have been. And it's not fair to you, AD. They keep hitting you in the subconscious mind with this thing, and you're there for it. You might not know what it is, but one day when we get the chance to just talk offline, I'll tell you what the Pickle Man thing. It ain't about you, but you've been there to witness it.
Hmm.
And I think in the last song that Priest released,
Mm-hmm.
it's in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, okay.
Little Easter egg.
It's like a whole inside joke I don't know about
No,
yet.
it's not a joke. It's not a
Oh.
joke. It's like you were just there. You'll know. You'll connect the dots, and you'll be like,
Hmm.
"All right, it's a whole story right there."
Yeah, because I
Um,
still don't get it.
I know. You know your science, AD. Your science. I look when I hear you build. It's like your science to me.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've always been that way.
Science. Read Manly P. Hall said this. Matter of fact, he said science. What did he say? He said either they walk barefooted through the pages of life or something. He said
Mm,
science reads the pages of life, but they just don't know what it means
Hmm.
because they
mm,
approach it intellectually, and that's only half of it. The other side is to receive it through the heart.
Hmm.
You know, Knowledge Born is one of
mm.
those Illuminati guys, right?
What?
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
And he thinks I'm joking too. AD,
Yeah.
Knowledge Born is one of those Illuminatis.
What?
Yeah, he says it every now and then. He lets it be known. He'll say little key words. The next time he does it, I'm gonna stop right there and say, "Right there, AD, there it is,"
Hmm.
and you'll be able to. They're masters of a certain. I know Knowledge Born for years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Way back during his time in the CIA.
Oh wow.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, but no, Priest told me I didn't think y'all were gonna be on tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm out here and
we do these shows when
my,
Priest is gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I'm out here in Houston
Okay.
at Rap A
Hey,
Lot Records. Yeah, I'm joking. I am in Houston though, but watching the
that's where it's
world
from.
burn.
Wow. What's going on?
I mean, you haven't seen it on the news?
No.
I don't even have TV.
Everything. No, I'm joking. I
Ah.
don't know. I mean,
I'm
you
making
can turn
my
on the
phone.
news at any time and see something, right?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been in, deep study in the lab, God.
Hey,
I've been studying snakes. Snakes. Yeah.
oh, snakes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You, that's oh, snakes. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
Harry Potter, that's what they said he could do, right? Him and Baltimore, they could communicate with the snakes, I think. Trying to learn that.
Hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Charm the snake charmer.
Snake charmer. I'm trying to be Haji from Johnny Quest.
Huh?
I'm trying to be Haji from Johnny Quest. Remember Johnny Quest?
Yeah, Haji.
Haji.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Haji. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's heavy. Yeah,
He's
he's heavy.
heavy. Haji was like a swami, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever seen Johnny Quest, AD?
I have not. I heard of it.
It was a dope cartoon.
Hmm.
Yeah, a dope cartoon. Um,
I remember.
Johnny Quest had another person.
I remember Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
He's more like
Mm.
he's more like an Elvis character
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
long Yeah, he had the long golden hair. And he'd be like, on the front, he had a mullet. No, he had a mullet, a reverse mullet.
Mm,
He had a pompadour.
Yeah, Papa Dog. That's what you call it.
yeah.
Bam.
I heard that the government is about to release some information about the aliens.
Mm.
Man,
So
we had a guest that's supposed to came on who didn't come on, and they were supposed to have released some of these documents.
really?
Yeah.
Mm, that's gonna be something.
Mm.
I can't wait.
Now, is all of this alien talk a distraction from something else?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I do. But what could be the ultimate distraction, right?
Right.
I mean, you can look around by what they do to know what's really the same. Hey, if they know something about some aliens, right?
Mm-hmm.
It damn sure don't stop them from doing their regular stuff, right? They be like, yeah, the aliens is coming, but I'm still trying to get this over here. That wouldn't make sense to me,
Yeah. Well,
you know.
Right.
maybe they're doing something that they know that most of the world isn't going to like. And to distract them from that, it's like, hey, look over here. There's aliens. Let's all come together as one. You know, let's eliminate the left party and the right party. Let's eliminate Republicans and Democrats and all come together as one world government, the New World Order.
Yep.
And defeat
I agree with that.
the aliens. You know what I mean? It's an Illuminati card, isn't it? Illuminati card.
No, I actually agree with you, AD. I actually agree with that. So I agree with you totally. Except the oneness is a trick. Like it is one.
Yeah.
But it's almost like when you hold somebody hostage, and you like, if you come in this room, I'm gonna kill them. So I think what they're doing is taking humanity and go like, well, if you're gonna come for me, then and you're gonna take me out, I'm taking them with me. So, I've seen there's a movie with Samuel L. Jackson called The Negotiator. You ever see that one?
I don't remember it. I probably saw it.
Yeah, he's like this. He's like one of the best. He's a negotiator, but he finds out that his partner, they find out that there's some corruption going on in their police department, right? And that somebody's embezzling like their money. And they end up killing him and his partner and framing him like he was stealing money with someone else. And they were trying to blame Samuel L. Jackson because they believe that he told Samuel L. Jackson who the real embezzler was before they killed him. And these guys are really like smart. They negotiate. And so Samuel L. Jackson is so good and skilled at this. He basically took some people hostage and was like, listen, I think this whole department's corrupt. Yup, knee bomb. And so guess what we're gonna do? He said, I need somebody outside of our precinct. And he asked for Kevin Spacey, K-Pac. Because he knows that he usually keeps he's probably not corrupt. And he wants him to come and do the negotiating to bring him in. So right now he looks like they made him look really guilty. Like he killed he killed his partner. And it's so good. It's a very good movie.
Wow.
I don't know if you've seen it, but he tells you how to tell when somebody's lying. Like these techniques and stuff, right? But they all know this.
Right.
It's just that how good are you? Samuel L. Jackson's good and Kevin Spacey's like good. They're like the top of the line. But they got him looking like he murdered people. So he's like, he knows how to take them around, just like, how you deal with somebody who has people hostage. You're dealing with the guy that talks to the guy that's doing that, So he gets inside the head of the cops. He humanizes himself. He says, remember, I'm telling you, I didn't kill my partner. I'm the same guy that was at your at your son's 16-year-old birthday, and so the shooters, they like, man, I can't shoot him because I know him, and they was like, turn it off. He's playing in your head, like it's so good. Mine's yeah, God, it's good. It's good.
Gotta watch that.
Yeah. Yo.
Oh shit.
So what
Definitely.
up? How
1998.
long you gonna be gone, Priest?
I'll be going for at least 5 days. 5 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be back at it. Yeah.
Yeah. You get to be down there with the home of the palm trees.
Yeah, really, right?
I didn't
Colombia?
even realize that that's the state's I forget that the palm tree is on the state flag.
Wow. For real. Yeah.
And you know what? Growing up, I never saw palm trees. And then when I was there in 2011, I was driving
Right.
in from Texas, and I'm looking because it's really pretty out there.
Yeah,
It's
it
stuff I
is.
didn't appreciate when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I noticed it now.
Yeah. It's man, I can't wait for that ride tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Y'all should stop by. Do y'all got to go through Buford?
I don't know. I
Or
got
what?
a
I don't
TP.
know. That's the home of Chadwick Boseman, the Black,
Oh
Panther.
wow, yeah, that's right. I love you.
Hmm.
Right, right. Woo.
Yeah.
Original man
Yeah.
right there.
James Brown. James Brown live. You got to go through where Augusta, right? Probably Augusta.
Yeah. Got the GA.
Yeah, Augusta, GA. James home of Soul Brother #1.
Man, I gotta go to 2300 Jackson Street.
The original one, right?
Yeah, the original. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, man. The flight
That's
was
gonna be
good.
it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, the flight was great. It was great. No
Okay.
complaints. We just maintained.
Yeah.
Um, everything was smooth. And then it was just like, so as we got down, I got up with my niece and then ready to go down there. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be on.
Man.
But I've just been inspired on my way. I was like, oh,
Really?
yo, it's up the pad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
Wow.
like, yeah, but
Yep.
yeah, go ahead.
I've been checking out Riz has been doing he's been making his rounds. Razcast is also I've checked he has some new interviews.
Yo,
So I've been
yeah,
checking
Ryan's
that out
always doing
too.
stuff. Yeah, Ryan's always doing stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, him and you
prison.
know Riz is just everywhere right now. They say the movie's really good.
Yeah, Spoonful of Chart. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
check it. I gotta go check it. That's dope. That's dope. What is it? Sapphire or
Huh?
is it Sapphire?
What's that? Oh, I don't.
Oh,
It's him and his wife both wrote. It's got like some wisdom to it. I can't. I don't know exactly.
man,
He was explaining it, but he's in rare form too. You get in like the old RZA, like yeah,
it's that
like
time. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about
This is
in
that
the
time.
interviews. In the interviews,
Right.
yeah, like yeah. He's talking a lot more. I think he was a lot of things he had veiled for a while again.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like he's coming back out. What he even was saying, like how when he first, I think he might have said this on the Drink Champs. He said he was very arrogant when after the success of Wu, that he said you couldn't tell him nothing. To hear himself reflect like that, right? He said that he
Right.
was around Quincy Jones. It was like, yeah. He said he just, he said he was humbled though. He had to get humbled.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that, man.
Quincy Jones?
I like the self-reflection type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the growth.
When you can admit to that though.
Right.
Everybody
Right.
always act like they're so humble, like they came out. I'm Buddha. Until somebody's taking too long at the grocery store at the line, right? Or getting a lotto ticket, then you know your patience. All that Buddha go away. It's like I thought you were supposed to be Buddha.
Right.
Yeah. Buddha can't wait on this lady to get her lotto ticket, y'all.
No, I'm the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Word. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I seen him around here and there.
I mean, he's on a lot of stuff. I'm used to seeing him on that. He went
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. Right.
I'm like on stuff. He went on 106 in Park and they ain't even on no more. You know what I mean? That was a joke.
Damn.
I'm just
I
saying.
know, I got it.
It's his movie, and so he's trying to promote it in every way he can. So I get that.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I will go see it and support him.
Yeah. So
But
wait
you,
a minute.
AD?
Hey, he didn't even see Michael yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
My niece told me, she said, I'm going to go see it twice. You know, I saw it twice already. We might go see it a third time, man.
You know what it is with AD Priest? AD don't really like it like that. He a Prince fan.
Nah, that's not true.
That's true.
I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Captain Neo.
Yeah, Captain Neo was what did it for me, man.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was inspired. You know? And then
Really?
I bought the Bad album. Bad album was one of my first CDs ever.
Really?
As a kid to buy, yeah. Yeah.
First 5 CDs, AD, real quick.
But yeah, Another Part of Me. That was my jam. It still is my jam. I love that jam.
I didn't know that was on that album.
Yeah, just another part of me.
Yeah.
So it's the first track on the B side if you have the cassette.
Whoa. I didn't know if I ever said I never really cared for anything after Thriller.
And then after that was Man in the Mirror.
It got kind of synthetic. I love what he did with Teddy Riley though.
Right.
I think Teddy Riley did him justice.
Remember the time, and
he had to go get. I think he had to go get Teddy Riley because he was going too far pop where the music wasn't. He already went Universal, you know.
Yeah.
So Teddy Riley brought him back to the. You know, they always come back to the streets.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tried to go to Prince. He never tried Rick though, like you said.
Huh?
He tried to go to Prince, and Prince turned him down.
It's like nope.
Went bad, but he never tried to go to Rick James.
Man, he can't go to Rick James though. Rick James
or Stevie.
Right. Going with Rick James then would have been like somebody going with Diddy right now. It's not. I don't know. No, I'm just saying not that
Mike had too much class
not
for
that Diddy or Rick James. I'm just saying like it's Rick James a little bit like that's that's off the beaten path. Right
Yeah.
Hey, are you a Rick James fan?
Mike, what are you gonna do with that movie?
Say what?
You like Rick James?
I like Rick James, but I don't know enough of his catalog to truly consider myself a fan. I just know, like Mary Jane and some of the top hits and stuff like that. As a DJ, we still play, Mary Jane.
Super Freak.
Yeah, Super Freak, all that. Yeah.
Super
but
Freak.
I know he has a lot more songs. I just don't know of those songs.
Give me that, give me that stuff. That sweet, funky, right. Give it to me.
He used that's a come on line in the club, right?
Man, give me that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I can't speak on Rick James as much,
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun watching Chappelle.
Yeah.
Talk about him.
Yeah. I just seen something with Chappelle recently too. Chappelle actually gave props to one of the greatest comedians I think and that ever did it. Patrice O'Neal. You ever heard of him?
Doogie Howser?
No, Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, okay. I'm tripping. I think
Yeah.
I think of Patrick O'Neal.
Heavy set cat with the hat. He was funny. The
Yeah,
best.
he
Yeah.
has a stand up called Elephant in the Room. He died uh, of diabetes. I think I thought he was from Brooklyn, but he's actually from Boston or Baltimore, one of the two. I forget. But he's like Dave Chappelle said, like I couldn't stand him. He never heard Dave. He said he's the only guy that could get up under my skin.
Mm,
That must tell you, Patrice O'Neal
mm.
was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
Well,
like he was on the Andy and Opie show on the radio. But you should check him
right.
out. He's brutal, but it's different. It's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. He's his act magnum opus. When he used
yeah.
to get on the sisters, he was hilarious.
Yes. Yeah. Like if you having women problems, Patrice O'Neal is a prophet.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the
Before Kevin
Messiah.
Samuels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
You know what I'm saying? I think Corey Holcomb's kind of like take after him a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah. So they said that Patrice O'Neal and Corey, that Patrice O'Neal actually learned a little bit from Corey. I found that hard to believe, but Corey was talking about it. Like, but Patrice O'Neal kind of got the idea to be free with it.
Ooh.
Where Corey's brutal. Patrice
Yeah.
O'Neal is like it's more finesse. He was saying that he was talking about on Elephant in the Room. He was talking about how um having his girlfriend is like being a gamer, like a fisherman, like the fisherman that you
Yeah.
catch the
Yeah.
fish and
Yeah.
then you throw them
Yeah.
back in the ocean, right?
Yeah. Just
You
slap
take
it
the
on
pictures.
the
He said, yeah. He said, but my girlfriend is like the ones that, you take the picture, like, look what I caught, and then you throw it back in the ocean, and then the fish jumps back in the boat. It's like, are you gonna be here tomorrow? He's like, yeah, fishing for more fish. And so the fish starts crying, and he goes, okay, I guess we can be together. And so he's just
Yeah.
so dope. Yeah, man. Elephant in the Room. That's just Illmatic. It's heavy mental. He got that one off. HBO did it so good. And he just
Yeah.
talks. He just talks. He's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe Dave Chappelle mentioned him though. He was like, yeah, like he said that for Patrice O'Neal to be able to get under the Dave Chappelle skin, I can't stand him. He said, I learned later on,
Wow.
I liked him a lot later. He said, because when he told Patrice O'Neal that, like Patrice O'Neal would like mess with Dave. And then Dave was like, yo, man, like, you're an asshole. He was like, hey, man, calm down. I'm like that with everybody. And then Dave realized it. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, right. So there you go. And they were cool ever since.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
Chris Tucker and
that's
Kevin
true.
Hart, they love him. Even though he's raw, they would be considered so much more commercial. They love
Right.
Patrice O'Neal.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Solo Jim's called him the GOAT too. He loved him too.
Really? He
Because
knows. I'm surprised. I
he
would think
loved
that
that
they
dude.
wouldn't have necessarily liked Patrice, younger. But Patrice O'Neal is very
Mhm.
good he has very good advice for men
Yeah.
when it
Exactly.
comes to relationships and things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I got a
That's
friend
all
that's
it
getting
was.
ready to go. If they're going through a divorce or a breakup, I just send him some clips of Patrice O'Neal, get him right.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
He had a radio. He was on the radio too. I mean, I remember.
Yeah. You ever seen him when women would call in and try to like get
Yes.
at him?
Before Kevin Samuels, AD.
I like
Yeah.
Before Kevin
I
Samuels.
like Kevin Samuels, man. Rest in
Oh, Kevin
peace.
Samuels ain't got nothing on Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, what?
Nothing.
I promise
Nothing.
you.
Nothing.
Hey, Patrice O'Neal will make you tell on yourself. You is not going to do. You can come in with all your facts. You leave out there like, damn, what was I thinking? And it's women.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
they would
But,
have canceled Patrice O'Neal nowadays, or tried to.
yeah.
It wouldn't have worked, but um,
Mm.
yeah, he's been on the Chappelle show before. When they did like the pimps go back in time and stuff. He's one of them.
Yeah,
But you don't see the significance of him right there. Yeah. But he's got there's a clip online of him at the radio station, right? And he's talking about the song that when I bring it up, it's gonna be in my head for the rest of the night. What's this song called? Creep. Is it called Creep?
by, by,
I'm a creep.
Radiohead.
oh, that's
Radiohead. He
Radiohead. Yeah.
said, yeah, he was on it. He said, listen, I don't know what it is, but there's this song that make white people lose their mind. And he was singing it, and
Every
he's looking around,
karaoke.
and they showed him looking around the room. And when he said it, everybody that was white in the room was like, "Yeah." It's almost like I don't know, like they be in a trance. Everybody's got to sing it, and it's hilarious.
Right. I'm a creep.
Oh
I'm a
my!
weirdo. I'm a creep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
I'm a
weirdo.
weirdo.
That's
Yeah. I had never heard the
karaoke. That's
song
the
until
number one.
after he said it. Then I was like, oh. And then you turn it on, you go to YouTube and you'll see all these different clips. People just lose it.
Yeah.
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 The song itself goes from very calm to very aggressive.
Yeah.
And that type of dynamic change can,
Do you think it's anything in the words itself, AD?
I mean, yeah, the words are kind of self-depreciating and everything, and I think many sad people can probably relate to that.
Yeah.
Because, some people have that mental kind of voice in their head that's saying, you're not good enough.
Right.
So I think the song kind of like illustrates that, creating a vast amount of people who are able to relate. Same kind of idea as grunge music from back in the day. If you remember Nirvana and stuff like that. Nirvana had kind of a self-depreciating type of lyric, but then once the chorus hits, you can hear the aggression and the anger, almost to a Linkin Park type of vibe. Linkin Park also did the same type of thing,
Yeah.
And it happens with the youth, the young male aggression, That's why you have goth kids or emo.
Yeah.
It's a whole market. Hot Topic. Papa Roach, good, lesser light.
Papa Roach, yeah.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. That's what the name of one of the songs.
Emo was Brad Lee in The Crow, the movie.
Really?
Yeah, remember The Crow, the rich one?
Yeah, he died in that one, didn't he? Or the second one he died in?
I think he died in the second one.
Okay.
Or
they had like
the
a
first one. Yeah.
A real gun and a bullet in the gun or something, right?
Yep. Magic bullet.
Magic bullet.
Priest,
I ain't never heard you talk about Bruce Lee too much. Are you a fan?
Oh, I love Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the be as Walter. Yeah, man. Bruce Lee, super sharp. Taught Kareem, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
There was a man in the nation that fought with Bruce.
Really?
That beat Bruce.
Wow. Really?
I got the interview. I have to pull it up. Yeah. Said hit Bruce so hard and so fast, and it was on camera. Then they wanted his handlers or people around him wanted it to be deleted, like erased.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
He brought Bruce to the real reality.
Right. Like Bruce Lee. Did you like him in was that Green Hornet?
Yep. He was dope. Yeah. They had to try to catch that.
Yeah,
Crazy, yo.
yeah. They were saying like where his dojo was in L.A. that I think they turned it into something else. It's like it's not what you would think it is. It's somewhere there in L.A. Well, of course it's somewhere there in LA, but where it is, I don't. I think they tore it down, turned it into like a racetrack or something.
Right. Well, it's got some God degree, huh?
Hmm. Yeah, man. Let me see here if I can find that
That's Green Hornet right there.
Green Hornet.
Then we had the Brown Hornet, right?
Who was the Brown Hornet?
Bill Cosby. I don't know. Yeah.
Was it
Bill
Bill Cosby that
Cosby.
had the Brown Hornet?
A cartoon.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who was it. I remember the Brown Hornet, but I don't know Brown Hornet. No, oh, it was Oh, I think it might have been Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it was Bill Cosby. Man, Bill Cosby did some stuff, man.
Yeah, it's loud. Yeah, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Imitator.
You know, I've never seen anybody with a Brown Hornet T-shirt on. I wonder what's up with that.
Jazz is like
Huh?
Jello pudding.
Shut up.
Wow. Um. Hey.
Yeah.
Um. I'm trying to think. Hey, did y'all check on Mitch?
Last I heard, he was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, he had a heart problem.
It was something like that. He said he don't know what it was from what I saw on IG.
Yeah, as John Newsom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he posted on
Yeah.
Instagram that he's good again.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. It's scary.
Yeah.
I got to get his new book.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Exoterica, I think that's what it's called. I think
What is
John
called?
did the cover. Exoterica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, John?
Huh?
I'm saying, what up, John? We need that.
Yeah, we need that. Yeah.
Yo, crazy. All right. I'm
Yeah.
about to get up out of here, though.
80.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to get up
What?
out of here.
Okay, no problem.
Yo, I can.
Knowledge More is going to be on it a little bit too.
All right. I'll be
So
tuned
he'll
in,
come
man.
through with
I'll
80.
be
Nice, nice.
my
All
eyes
right,
to be.
80.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace. Shout out to Cap Jones. He says a lot of these distractions are simply to distract us from God and our higher self. Shout out to Cap Jones. All right. Man. Okay, we lost Hakim also. All right. Proof is in the pudding. Captain Indiana Jones. All right, we're about to get into the song promotion segment. Let me see if we even have any today. Yes, we do. Got a few. All right. All right, so we got some song promotions today. Check some. Second, y'all. Boom. Okay. Let's get into it. What up, Knights of the Round Table? Why'd you say WTF? What's going on? All right. Let's see. Where's my main screen going to be? Ever since I reset everything, I wasn't prepared for KP to be on Zoom. So I'm still building that scene setup right now. Okay, but I can work. Yeah, we're not running a standard podcast setup, in case you haven't noticed. We're doing everything digital through software. Whereas, you know, podcasts like Joe Rogan, for instance, they're using camcorders and a mechanical type feed that goes straight into the computer. They're doing it very manually, where we're doing it digitally. You know what I'm saying? Which will be that way for a while, but we are going to get some updated cameras very soon. I'm looking forward to that, especially for Priest's main camera. So Priest's main camera is going to look a lot better. Way higher quality. We're just saving up for that camera right now. That's going to be a big upgrade, which you will definitely notice. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, we're setting up for song promotions. Let's go. Let's hope this loads correctly this time. Okay, oh, I think we're ready. All right, here we go.
Song promotions. You send in your music, we play it live on the show for Killah Priest and the world to hear.
Yeah, loaded good on that one. No stutter in the intro. Nice. All right, so this is the song promotion segment. We're going to get right into it. Let me load up the forms, see who submitted. We got like 3 submissions so far. What day is today? 7th, May 7th. Here we go. All right, our first submission is from Otter, Seaweed Shaman, from the Outer Otter Realms. It's an audio highlight. Let's go. I'm going to bring it on screen. So we get his graphic up there. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Hold up. Still got it muted. Here we go.
The Otter Seaweed Shaman presents the Otter Gaming System. Video games. Relax and have fun. Chill.
Nice. All right. So shout out to Mark Struble, the Otter gaming system. You got a real video game type song right there. And I like how explicit you are about that. So that's good. Definitely can send this to some video game companies and get that started, because that you going right into some money right there, because you get your track into a video game and you are looking at some good publishing, depending on the deal, of course. But yeah, it sounds like you're building up a library, because you've been submitting some good funk and good video game type stuff, man. So keep going, because that music publishing is where it's at, especially for some royalties. Track itself is good. It sounds like it's ready right into a video game. Your marketing's good too with the Otter. Like, you have a theme and you have a mascot, you know, and you're being explicit in the game, which is good, because then people can customize from there, you know. So what you're doing is very strategic already. So I'm all for it, and I like that you have this Otter theme, you know. So keep going with that, and this is all good stuff. And I can tell you're building up a library. You probably have an album of video game music. And so the more you compile this stuff into a ready-made album, not necessarily for public consumption, but for music publishing consumption. So when you submit your music into a music publishing library, you want to have albums that are very explicit about the genre that it is, or subgenre. You know, so like video game music, volume 1. Your commercial music, volume 2. Stuff that is very obvious by the cover of what it is, because then it's more of a library album, you know. And when you start creating albums like that, then you're looking at publishing, and that's where the real money is, to be honest. You know what I mean? The whole getting your music on Spotify and iTunes and all that, that's cool. This is not as much money as compared to getting your track into a video game, you know. So props to you. Keep it going. Great track, and you on the way. What else can I say? You've got another one submitted here. Let me check it out. We're gonna submit it right now. Let's see. These look like 2. Okay. I need you to put the title of these songs in the submission form, because that way I can copy and paste it right in the description. Okay, so this one is Seaweed Shaman. Let's go.
The Otter Seaweed Shaman presents music made by mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Little sample there. Not too bad. It was kind of fast, which is cool. Very cool. Sounds like something that would be like a little racing game. Let's see. You sent to... Okay, this one is Mycelial Bloom. Good graphics. Ooh, that one was starting to sound pretty cool. I like where the strings are going right here. Ooh, that sounds like some 80s style stuff right there too. Very good tracks. I kind of like where you're going with this a lot. You know, this is good. And the animation, the cartoon that you have here is cool too. Good graphics, good stuff. Great job. Shout out to Otter Seaweed Shaman. Keep it rocking, Mark, because you're on the way. You're building. I can see you're building your catalog, and that catalog is great. Submit that into some music publishing libraries, and if you have questions on that, chat GPT for sure. And just ask it what websites you should submit to. Boom. You know? Fella B says, well done. Rakib says, I could get blood flow to that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's I don't think there's samples in there, Fella B. I have an idea of how he probably made it, but regardless, that final product is good. You know? You got something there. All right, great job. Let's keep it going. Next up, we have a submission from, I'm submitting for the artist Kane Keid, an independent from South Africa. Thank you for listening. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. Here we go. Even if you do submit on people's behalfs, I need you guys in that description to put the artist's name, as much info as possible, because then I just copy and paste that into the description. But this is Kane Keid, 4 Horsemen Freestyle, Portraits, Africa, episode 60. Here we go.
Mary in the sky, I'm not formal, I broke the rules so many times. Leader, son of the soil. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, I really try to be friendly about this, and I want to be.
Wow. Yo, that was straight fire. It's called by Summel Diet Studios. Kane Keid, 4 Horsemen Freestyle, Portraits, Africa, episode 60, music performance. Man, that was really good. Right off the bat. Right when he started, you know it was ill. His voice technique was good. His tone was great. Chat was loving it. Classic style. Very well done. Good mix, good master. That's a professional right there. That was great. Kane Keid, independent artist from South Africa. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to put the links to that artist and that track in the description after the show. But that, what a way to end the song segment. Great job. Good track. Good submission. And thank you for that. Man, see, you never know what you're going to come across. Okay, Dennis Hopser says, been listening to him for a couple months. Okay. Man, he's getting big, huh? Nice. That's why we do this segment, man. You never know who you're going to be introduced to. You know? New artists. We all got to find these, this new talent. You know? Like, this is the new MTV as far as finding artists organically. You know? We really, unless you got Pandora on all day, even then, it's hard to find good artists out there. But that was great. Well done. Kane Keid, once again, 4 Horsemen. All right. Let me hit refresh one more time just to see if there's any more submissions. All right, that's it. Thanks for everybody who tuned in today. That's the end of the song promotion segment. It's the end of the Killah Priest Podcraft for today. I'm going to let you guys have your evening back. Did he know it was submitted, the artist? I don't know. That's up to the person who submitted on his behalf. But like I said, if you ever want to submit tracks on other people's behalf, as long as they're independent artists and not major artists, you can do that. You can submit on their behalf. I would suggest you do send it, at least send them the clip so that they get to see that and see that a song promotion was submitted on their behalf, you know? That helps out their promotion. You know, it does help if you know that artist personally. It's risky when you don't know who the artist is, but you want to submit on their behalf, but try to make contact with them so at least they can be notified. It's just a good PR etiquette, if you will. You know? All right. Thanks to everybody once again. If you want to submit for the next show, you can do so at kppodcraft.com. And you have until next Thursday. No show this Sunday for Mother's Day. So have a great Mother's Day weekend. You also have the Royal Priesthood Wednesdays next Wednesday with Knowledge Born. You can tune in for that. And then we'll be back on next Thursday with Killah Priest back in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to everybody. Have a great evening. And we're going to end the show with Ka Zodiac featuring Killah Priest, Use My Mind. And once again, happy birthday to Ka Zodiac. Y'all make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. All right? Y'all have a great night. Peace.
In 86, the devil raised the bar, but I'm a hurdler. And I'm the good thief. I sneak in your toxic house, the burglar. The musical Merkaba came to set free the Lucifer worshippers. Like James Bond 007, the soul of an old legend. Negative energy murderer. Good or evil, angel or demon interpreter. Kings with frankincense and myrrh. And perfumes anoint me soon as my birth occur. Like Ben-Hur, I'm indigenous to Gilgamesh. With brilliantness became the builders of the pyramids. Now we lost in American North wilderness. I became the force, a poor man's ventriloquist. On the island far away from home like Gilligan. Took us from our villages till we find our way back through resilience and our diligence. Do rags and wave caps, black fists look militant. In college remembrance, while living ignorance. Driving kids with innocence, dreams fly limitless. Straight towards the nebula, with cannon or the terror. Black boys face, we all in this together. I chase demons in my cape, my sword and my scepter. His brother Glow the Great, the lord of this era. Royal priesthood, gold plates and treasures. Anubis, my eye, weigh your heart against the feather. Carted Satan out your soul, lifting him out, he's on the stretcher. With my divine helicopter, with shock and propellers. The outlines made of copper, the fortune teller. My dragon glows green like matcha. New York regalia, like Robin Walker is the Prophet Walter. From the days of Iron Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter. Blue around my garment borders. Fringes, execute vengeance. Mathematics, Qurans and Taurus. Rock the head of Horus. Rocks in the watch is gorgeous. Behind my will, it fell into the wheel. Metamorphin. Start spinning clockwise and counterclockwise. On the outside, my car became a flying saucer. Straight through the orbit. Use my mind. I won't lose my mind. I will use my mind.
Yo, masquerade killer, Michael hijacked the sun, matinee thriller. Zombie apocalypse, a center for disease. Says my tracks are way iller. Ice adrenochrome cubes keep they cabernet chiller. And thought this thought, they don't want you to think. Knowledge is power, shock the flowers, make my aura look pink. To know the ledge, godly hour, push your thoughts to the brink. You can't even close your eyes, become a corpse if you blink. Where the oracle sink, I was born in the Sphinx. Copper DNA necklace with historical links. Hiding poison in the food, in the water you drink. Cause they raised done and they just biding their time. Throw food the lost truth coming down on my mind. Stab you with a light ray cause you was dying to shine. Then I disappeared like a truth post in your IG. Holy Spirit dripping like a ghost in your IB. Can't deport them all, we was already here. So get in tune with the voices in the water right here. You don't see the embryo in the form of your ear. Invisible man, I make myself awfully clear. Royal priesthood, astrologies is Lord of the Spears. Throwing platinum plates, you thought the flying saucers appeared. Yeah, they scared of wear their own face in the street. Deep elixirs, beasts addicted to the taste of the sheep. On Harry Potter's wheel, the god knew arrange my physique. Kai, Elohim, a globe, and the Arabian chic. 7 circles like the planets and the days of the week. Supreme math, solar facts in the language I speak. You brainwashed if you watching the news. Never make the wrong step when the law's in my shoes. The dream weaver make it seem there's no option to choose. Corona dope fiends, they be trying to nod. They in line to get shot, that's a fireman squad. Pharmaceuticals, shoot to kill line with the gods. I cried for the angel babies that have died in the fog. Caught up in the crossfire like a panther in a Klan rally. Zodiac, they need these answers in my hands badly. Like palm readers, break dancers in the sand valley. I moonwalked on chemtrails in the sky. On the path to ancient Kemet, weigh the scales in my eyes. The sun and moon temple sitting on the side of my head. A million years I still remember every line that I said. Hermes Trismegistus, serve me the statistics. 99 attributes of a law, 99% survival rate. Imagine the odds when you're the Neo, you're the one that made the patterns evolve. Another chapter to solve, why did Saturn revolve? Spinal column, I am Amen, climb the ladder to Oz. On a rocket to Nebula, the planet of the gods.
Use my mind.
Turn the mic to a producer staff. Trying to fit these odd shapes in a box. Tetragrammaton Tetris, see my face in the watch. Circle of life displayed in an arrangement of clocks. You can't be so diplomatic when you're breaking the locks. God Zodiac, Killah Priest.